Picture this. You're in a heated argument with someone. Voice raised, heart pounding. You're making your point and waiting for them to fire back. But they don't. They just look at you, calm, still, unbothered. And suddenly, you feel stupid. Not because they said anything, because they said nothing. And somehow that nothing hit harder than anything they could have said. You walked away from that conversation feeling like you lost. But lost what, exactly? They never even fought back. Here's what's strange. We say we want peace. We say we admire calm people. But spend 10 minutes with someone who is truly, deeply unbothered, and something in you starts to itch. You want to poke them, test them, get a reaction. And when you can't, you start to feel like something is wrong with them, or worse, with you. Why does someone else's stillness feel like a personal attack? The answer goes deeper than you think. And it starts with something happening inside your brain that you have absolutely no control over. Every time you walk into a room, every time you sit next to someone, every time you have a conversation, your nervous system is scanning the people around you. Their breathing, their tension, their energy. And without asking, it starts to sync with them. This is why you feel anxious the moment you sit next to an anxious person. Why you get sleepy around calm people. Why a room can feel heavy before anyone says a word. Your brain is literally borrowing other people's emotional states. Now imagine what happens when you're stressed and the person across from you is completely still. Your brain reaches out to sync and finds nothing. No signal, no emotion to grab onto, no chaos to match. And that gap, that silence, where a reaction should be, your brain reads it as a threat. Not because the calm person did anything wrong, but because your brain sees the unreadable as the unpredictable. And unpredictable means dangerous. So it puts you on edge, quietly, automatically, without you even realizing it's happening. But that's just the first layer, because what happens next is even more uncomfortable. Think about the last time you were in a group. Someone was cracking jokes, you knew they were nervous. Someone was talking too much, you knew they wanted to be liked. Someone was checking their phone, you knew they were avoiding something. People leak. Every reaction, every word, every small gesture is information about who they are and what they're feeling. And unconsciously, you use that information to feel safe. Because when you can read someone, you know where you stand. But the calm, quiet person in the corner, they're watching everything and giving almost nothing back. You don't know what they've noticed. You don't know what they think of you. You don't know if they're judging you, fascinated by you, or completely indifferent. And that uncertainty is one of the most deeply unsettling feelings a human being can experience. We'd almost rather be disliked than unread. At least dislike is information. Silence is just a question mark pointed directly at you. So you start filling in the blanks yourself. And the stories we tell about quiet people are never neutral. They're always either, there's something wrong with them, or there's something wrong with me. And deep down, you already know which one feels more true. Here's the part nobody talks about. The real reason calm people make you uncomfortable isn't about them at all. Think about the last time someone's stillness bothered you, really bothered you, made you want to explain yourself, defend yourself, fill the silence with anything, just to make it stop. What were you actually feeling in that moment? Because here's what's happening underneath. When someone stays calm while you're reacting, their stillness becomes a mirror. And in that mirror, you can suddenly see with horrible clarity exactly how much energy you're spending, how loud your internal noise is, how tightly you're gripping something that maybe doesn't deserve that much of you. Their peace isn't a judgment, but it feels like one. Because it's showing you something about yourself, you usually manage to keep hidden even from yourself. And that's the thing about mirrors. You can look away from them, but you can't unsee what you already saw. So when someone makes you feel uneasy just by being calm, that feeling isn't really about them. It's your nervous system saying, I don't know how to read this person. And your ego saying, why aren't they reacting to me? And somewhere underneath both of those, a quieter voice asking, if they're that still, what does that say about how I'm moving through the world? Calm people don't make others uncomfortable on purpose. They just stopped performing, stopped filling silence just to make others comfortable, stopped reacting to everything that asked for a reaction, stopped spending their energy on things that didn't deserve it. And that in a world addicted to noise is genuinely disruptive. Because the moment you stop needing to react, you become someone that other people can't control. And people can always sense when they've lost that control, even if they can never explain why you made them so nervous. The most unsettling person in any room isn't the loudest one. It's the one who has nothing to prove, who doesn't flinch when you expect flinching, who doesn't chase when you expect chasing, who isn't moved by things that move everyone else. And if right now you're thinking, I know someone exactly like this, or I want to be someone exactly like this, then you already understand something most people spend years figuring out. Calm isn't cold. Calm isn't weakness. Calm is what happens when someone has finally decided that their peace is worth more than other people's comfort.